Hello and welcome to Action Bullet Points. So today we're going to do something very, very different. And that is Tuppaware Cup, the competition that I've done on the weekend and I thoroughly enjoyed. It is shot with a plastic pistol, hence the name Tuppaware Cup. It draws best shooters from all over the country for once in a year event. And the trick is not only you shoot bushes of fire during the day, you also shoot them at night using torch and laser on your gun. Tuppaware Cup is a mixture of most popular shooting sports combined in one competition, and that is just awesome. So last year I've already done Tuppaware Cup, and I have the video on my personal channel, and I actually done pretty well. Won action stages during the day and during the night, and came 6th pistol overall, because PCCs can also compete. So this year, didn't do so well. Let's see how. First stage I did was roundabouts, and I did the same time as I did last year. Last year 12 seconds flat, this year 12 seconds 10, ranked 6 overall. The second stage was a side match, and it was also speed still, but I get so excited that I forgot to turn the camera on. We'll show you what happened at that stage during the night. The course of fire was pretty much the same, and it was pretty cool, I have to tell you. And then it brings me to the IPSC, and God, what a disaster that was. It all started really well. It was a pretty simple stage, just a lot of targets. It was a long stage. I was running my Glock in configuration of an open gun with long mags, but then it just started giving me a double feed after the double feed, and there was nothing I could possibly do to rectify that. Because once you rectify that malfunction, it just happens again. And as you can see, I'm trying to engage targets, but the gun is just not in battery. So my time was just awful, and then just completely threw me off the rails. You will see that despite the malfunctions, I just couldn't. Once I get the gun in battery, I just can't hit the target. Not sure what happened, but time goes so much slower behind the gun. I realized, despite my 3 long mags, I'm running out of ammo, so I even had to go back and retrieve one of the dropped mags. Completely forgot about the drop turner. Luckily, it was the NPM, so I managed to get one alpha on it, but that was just about it. Complete disaster. It ended up last out of all shooters. And that brings me to my favorite stage, the action. So it was run by different rules. So it was more like an IPSC stage, not an action stage, even though we shot it on the action targets. So idea was you engage 12 targets in one go, and all your times are combined, and then the fastest time wins. So I decided to approach it as an action shooter, not as the IPSC shooter. So for that matter, I did all stages after 10 yards. Prawn action rules allow you to do so. Nothing stops you from doing that when you're doing IPSC, but I would imagine people who beat me on this stage, and there were people who did, were engaging targets standing. Still pretty decent shooting, given the fact that I never ever tried to engage all 12 plates from a single vantage point. You actually can see how I'm dropping plates as soon as I get to the point when the gun canters a little bit. But hey, we all learn from mistakes, so that is something that I was planning to rectify during the night shoot. And then we went and shot service. And I don't practice service, but when I get to shoot it, I really enjoy it. So the course of fire was pretty standard. From what I understand about service, it is similar to NRA, but you have to swap hands. Again, as an open shooter, I know how to swap hands in targets at 25. Do not throw me off. So for service, I actually done really well. So I ended up being 6th overall for the day shoot. This is the stage where at 7 you have to shoot unaimed, so you can't bring the gun above the shoulder line. I used the laser and managed to get everything within the 10 and 9 ring. That kind of shows you how often I shoot service. I didn't know what the sequence was. Laser was pretty efficient. So after I shot this service stage, we had a break for early dinner, and then we waited till it got dark. And this time of the year, it gets dark pretty early. So 5:45, we started shooting night stages. And again, we started with speed steel, and that was Smoke and Hope. And usually I shoot it really well, but God, this time it was hard. The gun malfunctioned again, this time on the medium-sized mags that I normally use for speed steel when I'm shooting it with Glock. You just see what happens. And again, I was not last, but I think I ended up being second to last for this stage. Just malfunction after malfunction. Pretty bad. And this is the side match that I was telling you about. You engage 2 plates, top one being stop plate. The fastest time wins. My time wasn't the fastest. And then we went and shot the action stage. And same rules as during the day. So pretty much IPSC stage on IPSC targets with all falling plates. The time is what matters. We skipped the 15 yards distance, so we only engaged 3 strings. The reason why I'm not doing a montage, why I'm showing you how it looks from the shooter vantage point, as well as how it looks if you're just observing someone shooting the stage. When you are behind the gun, it is so much harder. You can't see the red dot. As you can see, I was using the laser as well as the red dot. Sometimes you're looking at the laser, sometimes you're looking at the dot, but the smoke makes a world of difference. You can't clearly see the target. Sometimes you just shoot and hope that you hit it. Then you need to engage the targets that are further to your left, and then you see that you missed it, and you come back. And there was just no easy way to do it. I ended up being 3rd overall, but for the night shoot, I was 6th. Even though I had all the advantage of going prone, but it was just hard. But using laser really helped me. The next stage was service, and service shot during the night is actually quite an interesting exercise. The first course of fire was fire 6 shots, reload, fire another 6 shots at 25 yards. I wish I used the laser for that, because with the red dot and all the smoke, you can't clearly see where the center of the target is. But rest assured, I've actually used the laser for the 10-yard stage when you had to fire 6 shots strong hand supported, 6 shots right hand only, and 6 shots left hand only. That was a lot of fun, and laser really works at those distances, because it's so hard to see red dot through all that smoke, but with a laser, you have a good vantage point, and you put that laser right in the middle of the target. And for the final stage, we did the IPSC. So IPSC was a lot of fun. Shooting it at night is not easy. There were no paper targets. There were just clays and poppers plates. There were some plates that would go down, some plates that wouldn't go down. We've been briefed prior to this. Unfortunately, the camera angle is not the best, so you can't really see what I'm shooting at. But there were lots and lots of those targets, and I had to use all 3 long 27-round mags. It was just never-ending saga. There were ports after ports, lots of targets after lots of targets. It was just a lot of fun. At the end, I was thinking, do I have enough ammo to finish this? But luckily, I had enough ammo. I only had one malfunction similar to the ones I had on the daytime IPSC and nighttime speed still. Only slowed me down that much. Ended up being 14th for IPSC overall. In retrospect, I have to say it was a lot of fun, and I'm planning to do it again next year. Many thanks to Hamilton Pistol Club for setting up the competition. I understand it is a lot of work. Many thanks for watching. Wherever you're watching, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, like, subscribe, reaction bullet points, and we will be back.
This episode is brought to you by Toldi. Toldi app offers you the ultimate time capsule experience. Share your legacy and memories with your loved ones. Download the Toldi app from the App Store or Google Play. Use promo code ACTION to receive 20% off Toldi Box, Toldi Key, and all other product bundles when ordering from www.poldi.com. Explore Toldi today.